Leviticus chapter 2 presents the laws regarding the grain offering, a significant part of the Israelites' worship practices. Unlike the burnt offerings of chapter 1 that involved the sacrifice of animals, the grain offering is a vegetarian option and symbolizes the dedication of the fruits of human labor to God. The chapter begins with detailed instructions on how to prepare the grain offering. The offerer is to bring fine flour and pour oil over it, placing frankincense on it as well. These ingredients are not arbitrary, each has a symbolic meaning. Fine flour is a product of human work, representing the dedication of one's labor to God. Oil, a common scriptural symbol for the Holy Spirit and joy, enriches the offering, and the frankincense represents prayers ascending to God. Part of this mixture is to be taken by the priest and burned on the altar, producing a pleasing aroma to the Lord. However, the rest of the grain offering is for the priests themselves, a provision for their sustenance. This creates a reciprocal relationship between the worshippers and the priests who serve them and highlights the principle that those who minister in holy things are supported by those things. The chapter also addresses different forms the grain offering can take, such as baked in an oven, cooked on a griddle, or prepared in a pan. Each form is acceptable, but the offerings are to be made without yeast, which is often associated with sin and corruption in the Bible. The absence of yeast signifies the purity and sincerity of the offering and of the offerer's heart. Lastly, every grain offering is accompanied by salt, a symbol of covenant loyalty and preservation. This element is not to be omitted, as it represents the enduring covenant between God and His people. Leviticus chapter 2 provides a window into the diverse ways the Israelites could express their devotion and thankfulness to God. The grain offering, with its variety and symbolic ingredients, reflects the community's intertwined life of work, worship, and communal support. It underscores the notion that offerings to God are not confined to one's wealth, but are also about the dedication of one's everyday toils. The chapter reaffirms that all aspects of life, including the food one eats and the work of one's hands, can be sanctified and offered to God in worship.